What's up, y'all? Welcome back. We're talking about shoulders today. Shoulder press for big shoulders, right? Oh yeah. But there's a whole lot of different variations of shoulder press. We're going to go through a bunch of them, and I'm going to rank them from best to worst, and then I'm going to throw a bonus in there at the end. Check them out. If you want to blow your shoulders up, shoulder press for big shoulders, right? Stay tuned. When you're talking about shoulders, you've got a lot of different exercises you can do. Front raise, side raise, rear raise, but those are all isolation moves. The overhead press is your big compound movement, puts the most load on your shoulders. It's going to give you the most gain on your shoulders. That's why we're doing an overhead press or a shoulder press video here. We're just going to rank them for you, right? All right, so let's get started. Number one, best shoulder press exercise. Puts the most load on the shoulders, puts you in the safest pressing movement as well. It's a dumbbell push press. So it looks like this. So you got regular overhead press. Great exercise, but we can load up the weight, use a little bit of momentum, use more weight than what you can normally press, pop up, bang, like so. Bang, throw them up, use that momentum to get that weight up. Now, you gotta realize for this exercise to be effective, you have to use a weight that you can't press. It's too heavy for you to press strictly like this. You have to bounce them up and use that momentum. Otherwise, you're not really putting the load on the shoulder like you should be, right? Right. Hey. All right, so number one. Best shoulder pressing exercise, dumbbell push press. After that, shortly after that, you got barbell push press, right? All right, stay right there. So the difference is, and I rank this second because the bar is in front of your body here. It doesn't put the load on your side delt like it should. It puts a lot of load on the front and your chest. So that's why it's ranked number 2. But same movement. And it's a great one, especially for strength. Pop it up, boom, overhead press. Again, if you can do it strict, you're too light. You need to do a weight that you can't press strictly. You have to use that momentum to get that weight up. Right? Right. All right, so that's your first 2 exercises. On your shoulder press video, they're the best 2. They're going to put the most load on your shoulders. They're going to give you the most gains because you're overloading the muscle with a weight you can't do strictly. You got to use a little momentum, a little cheat to get them up. But again, they're going to put the most load on them shoulders and give you the most gains. Dumbbell push press, barbell push press. Stay tuned for the next one. After the push press, there's a whole lot of overhead presses left. We started with the best 2, y'all. Don't stop there. Don't discredit the rest of these exercises because they are excellent exercises. They're just not the absolute best, right? All right, so after the push press, we got Arnold press. I just did this video recently. I compared Arnold press with the dumbbell press. So, as you know, if you watch that video, Arnold press has to get the nod for muscle hypertrophy. Arnold presses look like this. You start underhand, twist them as you go up, and press them up. Press them up and bring them down slow. The twisted motion actually activates the 3 heads of your deltoids more than your regular dumbbell overhead press. So Arnold gets the nod for hypertrophy. You got more time under tension because it's a greater range of motion, and the twisted movement activates the 3 heads of the delts more than your traditional dumbbell press. So after you push press, I got to go with Arnold press for the next best one. For hypertrophy. If you're training for strength, do something else. But for hypertrophy, for gains, for size, Arnold presses. All right, followed right after Arnold press is your traditional dumbbell presses, like so. Straight up, straight down. You can get a good contraction at the top. You bring them together and squeeze those shoulders. Bring them back down, touch them, and up. Again, this is a great one. Right behind the Arnold press. You can probably go heavier on this one. It's a good strength exercise, but you're not getting the activation on the 3 heads, and you're not getting the same time under tension as you're doing with the Arnold press. But this dumbbell overhead press is a great one, y'all. None of these exercises are bad. They put a great load on your shoulders. They are all pressing movements, and they will get you your gains. All right, so we got Arnold press, followed by traditional dumbbell overhead press. Both strict movements, no cheating, no push press, no momentum. Get the burn on the shoulders, get those gains on the shoulders, and we're not done yet. Stay tuned for some more. After the Arnold press and the dumbbell presses, we got machine press or cable press. The machine press is a lot better than the cable press, y'all. We don't have one here, so I'm gonna show you the cable press. But remember, if you have a seated machine where you can press overhead and lock it to that machine, it is much better than these cables. It's right behind the dumbbell, as a matter of fact. So the cables, just set it up like so, put your pulleys down low, and then you're gonna press straight overhead, just like so. You gotta counter the weight a little bit, so it's a little more front delt. Then the dumbbell's going straight overhead, because you gotta lean forward, you gotta press forward just a little bit. But another great exercise for shoulders, another great shoulder pressing exercise. If you have the machine, definitely get in that machine, lock into it, and get your presses on. If not, get on the cable and do them on the cable. All right. We follow up the machine press, cable press with a barbell overhead press. This one is strict, no bouncing, no momentum, no push press. So, again, it's not the best because your barbell is in front here, but you can load up the weight, you can really move some weight, put the load on the muscle. I'm set up a little wonky here for the video. You never want to reach behind you this far to get the bar. So, when you set up, make sure your bar is in front so you can press it here. Pay no attention to this, me racking it. Alright, so take it down to about shoulder weight here, shoulder height, and then press them straight up, just like so. You want to get a contraction on your shoulders, press them up a little bit higher at the top there and squeeze those delts. So down, up, and squeeze those delts. You want to make sure you get that squeeze in there so you get max contract and you fire all the muscle fibers you can, like so. All right, this is a big one. So put the weight on there, 6 to 10 reps. Probably not the best exercise, but it ain't a bad exercise either, y'all. All right, overhead press. All right, y'all, after the barbell press, we got underhand dumbbell press. We're getting away from the best of the best. We're getting into some specific stuff now. So this specifically hits your front delts more than anything. Targets the front delts because you're here, you press it straight up, you squeeze the front delt. This one's low ranking because it's pretty much a front delt exercise. Yeah, you're hitting all 3 heads, but your front delt is the major mover here. It's not an isolation move, but your front delt is definitely targeted more so than the side or the rear delt. Can't really fire the rear delt too much with this one here. Just keep that in mind. That's why it's ranked pretty low on the list. But if you want to target your front delts, this one's hard to beat, baby. Right now they're burning like crazy. Okay, we got one more and it's a bonus. Stay tuned for the bonus. For a bonus shoulder press exercise. We're gonna do Y presses, y'all. So it looks like this. Instead of straight up, you're going out and up. This one targets the side delt more. Your lateral delt right here targets more than the front or the rear delt. That again I mean, you're hitting all three heads, but it's gonna target that side head, that lateral head. So it's low ranking. Again, it's kind of a wonky movement as well, so you're not gonna use a lot of weight. Another reason it's low ranking. But if you wanna try something different, you wanna hit that side delt without doing lateral raises, give this one a try. Wide presses for shoulders. It's low ranking because you can't use a lot of weight, and it really kind of isolates your side delt. All right, we did a lot of shoulder presses in this video, y'all. We started with the push press. They are the best. They're gonna put the most load on your muscles. They're gonna give you the most gains. Push press dumbbell gets the nod over the barbells, right? Right. After the push press, we have the Arnold press, like so. Best one for hypertrophy, activates all three heads, more time under tension. Follow that with the regular dumbbell press, another great one. Don't discredit these exercises. That is another great one. It is right behind the Arnold press now. Follow that up with machine press or cable press. Again, if you can lock into that machine, some of them overhead shoulder machines are outstanding. If you can lock into it, get that thing going, that's a great one. It's better than the cable presses, but if you don't have a machine, go ahead and do your cable presses. Follow that up with the seated barbell press. Another great exercise. Just remember, it hits the front delt a little bit because you're in front of your body here, more so than the other heads. We follow that up, now we're getting a little low ranking. If you want to say the exercises are worse, now you can start saying they're worse. We got the underhand press. Straight up, straight down. Pretty much a front delt movement, that's why it's lower ranked. And then we finished with the bonus Y presses. Again, a little bit wonky, and you're not going to use any kind of weight, but you can feel that side delt working on that one. So, awesome exercises all the way up to the last two. Last two are specific exercises, front delt, side delt. That's why they're low ranking. The other ones are going to kill all three heads of your delts. Shoulder press for big shoulders, y'all. Puts the most load on the shoulders, give you the most gains. All right. For more videos like this, check out our shoulder playlist. Thanks for staying tuned. 88 Fitness. Like and subscribe.